What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this Arizona Cardinals franchise here in Madden 21. And today, we do have a lot of gameplay, but before we get into that, I just want to talk about something real quick. And it is about the PS5 and 2K. Because when 2K comes out, I'm being honest, Madden is a game that I don't really enjoy on the same level as 2K. And when 2K does, I mean, it's already out, but I don't have a PS5 yet, so I should be getting that soon. And when I do, I want to focus on making content for 2K rather than Madden, but I do want to keep this series going. So I thought about it, and I thought that the best way to keep this series going and be able to make my 2K content is if I put more games into one episode. Because if I stuck to my one episode, one game type of thing, we could be like in May, July next year and still be in this season, and I don't want that to happen. Now for the playoffs, obviously they'll have like their own individual videos, but I'm talking about the regular season. I was thinking maybe 3 to 4 games in a single video, and that's what we have here today. We're gonna have week 2, 3, and 4 all combined right here in this one vid. That's why it's 33 minutes. So that's what we're going to do, and with all that out of the way, hopefully you guys still enjoy the content, and if you do, please make sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, to open this one up in New York, Zane Gonzalez. Actually, wait, no, never mind, that is not Zane Gonzalez, that's not Andy Lee, that is Gene Dangus, but on the return, shrugs off a couple of tackles, and he will take that one all the way on the opening kickoff. Are you kidding me? But more than that, can we talk about the fact that my D lineman was chasing this man down? I swear, if there was another 50 yards at the end of that one, 98 would have caught him without a doubt. And that is just so wild to me. I mean, we start off 7-0 down. That's tough, but I'm just most surprised by the fact that my big man lineman was sprinting down the field faster than their kick returner. That's crazy. But then on 1st and 10, we go off, but we find ourselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and 28, thankfully we get a massive completion here, but that is not enough for that first down. And I decided, you know what, it's early on in the game, why not just go ahead and punt? So here on 1st and 10, Saquon Barkley, no injury, at 100%, he goes for around 11 on that play. And then here on 2nd and 2, again, finds the gap and takes it to the 39-yard line. Saquon is just an absolute monster. Nothing we can do about that. I mean, we're not really scared of the passing game. Like, look at this man. Daniel Jones dumps it off to Evan Ingram. That is good for first down. But yeah, obviously, the run is the most scary thing about this offense, and it's not even close. Here on 2nd and 12, though, I say that just as I say the run is the only scary thing. This man, Daniel Jones, drops an absolute dime to Sterling Shepard over the shoulder, beats the defender, everything. That is a touchdown, makes it 14-0 for the New York Giants. So we're down big pretty early on, and as you guys can see, Devontae Freeman is still here because Kenyon Drake is still injured. But here on 3rd and inches, we make the worst possible read there. Should have handed the ball off, taken our first down, but instead now we're looking at a 4th and 3, trying to convert, take a stupid pass. If I had just thrown that earlier, he was wide open across the middle of the field. But we don't get it, and we turn the ball over on downs. Here on 1st and 10, Saquon Barkley gets rocked. That is Derwin James on the tackle, but it's still good enough for a first down. Here on 1st and 10, again, bro, we cannot touch this man. I swear, every single time I think, all right, the line is pinched enough, we're fine, there's no way he gets through. He just finds a gap, or he makes one. I just don't get it. But here on 3rd and 16, he fumbles the football, but Saquon is right there to scoop it back up, but that pushes them back a good amount. 4th and 24, that is not even in field goal range for them. Here on 2nd and 7, we are going to take our first down. That is Max Williams, the recently pulled up starting tight end. Obviously last year he was, but this year he is starting tight end again. Here, because of the rain, it is Kyler Murray slipping, somehow delivers a dot, though, to Chase Edmonds, and that takes it to 36, and we are officially in their territory. Here on 1st and 10, running a little jet sweep, gets around the edge. Christian Kirk has space, and he will take that for a first down at the 11 in the red zone now. Well, unfortunately, that goes absolutely nowhere. 3 plays, and we are out of there, just going to take our field goal and take our point. So 14-3 here now, and Chandler Jones, screaming around the edge, gets his first sack of the game, and that forced them to punt. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals with about a minute left in this first half. There we go, across the middle, dots up Max Williams. That takes us past midfield. Here on 2nd and 1 with around 30 seconds. We're going deep for Hopkins, and he breaks up what would have been an interception. This isn't the end of that Bills games, alright? Like, things are different here. But here on 3rd and 1, Hopkins is still making plays, turns on the Jets, gets around that defender, and goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Doesn't make us waste our last timeout. And here on 3rd and 14, it is going to be a long one, but we throw it anyway, and does he have it? They're going to give it to him. It is Chase Edmonds again for the touchdown, falling backwards into the end zone. So that's going to end the first half. 10-14, we are making our comeback, and we start with the ball to start the second half. And this was around the point that for some reason my Elgato decided to stop recording, so I had to stop and then restart the recording. We ended up having to punt the ball, and this man, Saquon Barkley, takes it 50 yards on our head for the touchdown, making this 21-10. This is why, I mean, it sucks you guys didn't get to see that. I'm kind of glad you didn't get to see what happened, because it was a bad possession after that pickup from Andy Isabella. But we are back on the move now, and there is still a little bit of time left in this third quarter. Hopefully we can score here. Here on 3rd and 1, Andy Isabella turning on the burners, takes it to the 2-yard line. That man just couldn't keep up with him. And from 2 yards out on 1st and goal, gonna go ahead and hand it off. Chase Edmonds, the running back number 2, takes it into the end zone and gives us that touchdown right back. But we have to go for it here. We're trying to make it just a 3-point game, and that does not work. It bounces off the hands of the receiver, and it is a 5-point game. So here to end the third quarter, Daniel Jones taking all day in the pocket, and he is brought down by Chandler Jones. That is his 2nd sack of the game, and he has his X Factor activated now. He comes and gets him again. Daniel Jones has nowhere to run. His 3rd sack on the game. 4th and 25. So we got the ball back and found ourselves in a 3rd and 1 situation, but thankfully Chase Edmonds is able to make a play, bust it open for a lot more than it should have been, and takes us to the 23-yard line. Here on 2nd and 8, looking for Christian Kirk. He makes the grab, puts us inside the red zone at the 7-yard line, and here on 1st and goal, we're going to go ahead, hand it off. You know who it is. Actually, never mind. That's Eno Benjamin. That is not Chase Edmonds. That's the running back number 3. And on the 2-point conversion, we get hit sticked into the end zone. I don't know how you fall forward on a hit stick, but we will take it. And here on 1st and 10, Isaiah Simmons jumps the route. Danny just wanted to check down to his favorite target, Saquon Barkley, and Simmons snags it from him. So with 6 minutes left, he takes it, and look at that, man. It looked like it was going to be blocked, but then it wasn't, but he still shanked it. You got to love Zane Money Gonzalez, man. Here on 3rd and 12, somehow he hangs onto that ball. It is Saquon Barkley, and that is a 1st down. And again, we force another 3rd and 11. The defense is playing well, and he throws an absolute prayer. That will not work again on Patrick Peterson. This time, he comes down with it, and we pretty much have complete control of this game. There's almost no way we lose this. Here, we're just going to go ahead and throw our check down. Kind of sucks that he went out of bounds, but we pented the ball. This is their drive back, and they score. So they answered back pretty quickly. Take a look at that clock. 23 seconds left. All they need is this, and they do not get it. Oh my god. Holy. I don't know why I clicked L1 at that moment, but I decided to, but it's fine. We retain possession, and we will walk out of here barely with a win, 30-28, to improve to 2-0 on the season. And that takes us to our next game of the season, week 3 in Detroit. Last year we played Detroit in week 3 as well. If you don't know how that episode ended, how that game ended, I highly recommend you go watch that. That was probably the best game that we had all of last year. In overtime too, it was insane. But yeah, we're playing them again week 3. Also, before we get into it, yes, you do see on your screen, that is Kenyon Drake. He is back, and that does mean that I shipped Devontae Freeman, and here's a trade that I got for him. So there it is, some late picks and Devontae Freeman, obviously, for a 1st rounder from the Ravens. In my eyes, that was a pretty good deal considering he was a free agent that we picked up. But yeah, with that trade out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the second game of this episode. So starting on offense are your Arizona Cardinals, led by Kyler Murray, who has yet to throw an interception on the season. Only 3 touchdowns, though, in 2 games. So I guess decent numbers. And there goes Kenyon Drake's first carry of the year for the Cardinals, as he was injured all the time before. And then here on 3rd and 6, I don't know how Andy Isabella made that catch, but he did. And also, another thing about this game that's important is that this is Andy Isabella's dev trait upgrade game. Alright, he has a chance if he thinks, I think if he gets more than 100 receiving yards or something like that, more than 100 receiving yards, and he will have star development. So that is why we're going to be trying to feed him early and often. Here on 1st and 10, looking for the little screen, dump it off to Kenyon Drake, and he has the first down, taking us to the red zone at the 13-yard line. So here on our first drive, on 3rd and 9, looking like the drive might be over, we rifle it to Andy, but he is short of that first down, and we are going to go ahead and take our points. 3 points on the opening drive. You can't be mad at it. Yeah, we were only 4 yards out of the end zone, but points are points. So we go up 3-0, and now it is Matthew Stafford and the Lions' chance to answer back. Here on 2nd and 9, it is Kerryon Johnson weaving through defenders, bouncing off a couple of dudes, and finally he gets hit-sticked by Derwin James. So here on 2nd and 6, again looking to pass across the middle. He has his man, that is Marvin Jones, on the grab for the first down. Here on 1st and 10 across the middle, that is TJ Hawkinson, the 3rd-year tight end. And so far, the Lions are absolutely slicing up this Cardinals defense. We haven't even been forcing, like, 3rd downs or anything. It's just first down. They get whatever they want. There it goes again. Marvin Jones on the comeback route. Does he have enough for that first down? And they're just going to go ahead and give it to him. So here on 2nd and goal, looking for the end zone. Beautiful out route. It is Kenny Golladay, the bona fide number 1 receiver on this team, for the touchdowns. Opens it up and makes it 7-0. Here on 1st and 10, dumping it off in the flats, that is Max Williams, and he has the first down at the 37. Alright, so first down now, we're going to go ahead and just take off with Kyler Murray. When he sees that type of space in front of him, there is no point in not running. I don't know why Christian Kirk just ran away from his man, decided to block 10 yards downfield instead of the dude right in front of him, but whatever, we have the first down. Here on 2nd and 10, Andy Isabella is playing like he wants that dev trade upgrade right now. How the hell does he come down with that? And then here on 3rd and 14, running the screen, looking for that first down. He is going to be just around a yard short. 4th and 2, a couple yards short, and we are going for it. There on the quick slant, the RPO works perfectly. DeAndre Hopkins gives us that first down. Here on 2nd and 5, running it up the gut. A lot of room for Kenyon Drake, and he is down at the 3-yard line now. But I mean, remember, even last time around, last drive, we made it down to the 4-yard line and came away with only 3, but the same will not happen here today. The backup tight end, Stalker, with his first ever career touchdown reception, gives us the lead. Here on 1st and 10, again, Kerryon Johnson has had so much room to run on that left side of the field, and that one is no different. He's averaging around 10 yards a carry. That is absolutely ridiculous. Here on 2nd and 4, they pick up the first down, and they're down at the 36. Take a look at that clock, though. The second quarter is coming to the end, and they receive the ball to start the second half. But with that sack, that is Ryan Kerrigan around the left edge. They are going for the field goal, and they are not even going to be close. That looked short, and it was wide right. So here on 1st and 10, we're going to go ahead and run the screen, weaves around defenders, and picks up that first down at the 40-yard line. So we got around a minute left to play in this game. Here on 1st and 10, Kyler dropping back, delivers a dime to Andy Isabella across the middle. That is going to be good for around 5 yards. Here on 2nd and 5, looking to pass again. He's just going to go ahead, roll out to his right, throws the pass anyway, gets batted around, it's picked off, but he runs into his own end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Look at my man Kenyon Drake doing his dance. That is the wildest sequence I've ever seen. Take a look at this. Gets batted out of his hands, picked off at like the 4-yard line, and he decides to run backwards. I don't get this shit one bit, but we will take it. That's an extra 2 points, and it is now a 5-point game, and we have the chance to get a field goal before the half. There it goes to Andy Isabella. We're going to go ahead and use another timeout. And here, on 1st and 10, with around 10 seconds remaining, across the middle to Christian Kirk. You gotta be kidding me. 4 seconds left at the 1-yard line. We tried to run a quick hitter. It didn't work, and we're just gonna take our points. But just like that, we're up 8 points. That should have been the end of our drive right there. But he decided to run backwards into his own end zone. There, again, never seen anything like it, but it worked in our favor, so I'm not complaining. So here, 15-7, Matthew Stafford here on 2nd and 3. He's going to go ahead and pass. It's a screen play, but he didn't get rid of the ball in time. 4 dudes were right there ready to sack him, and he takes the sack. Here on 3rd and 12, oh my God, that was almost picked off by Byron Murphy. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And they had to punt us the ball, but on 3rd and 10, we got hit as we threw, didn't get anything going. Here, 3rd and 8. For the Lions, they're going to go ahead and dump it off. I don't know if that's the pass you want to make on 3rd down, but I guess it is just a 1-possession game, and we have not been doing much on offense ourselves. Here on 3rd and 1, though, we are not going to be denied this time on a 3rd down. We pick it up, and that takes us to the 20-yard line, our own 20-yard line, though. All right, so here on 2nd and 10, after one play didn't go anywhere, looking to pass, and we are going to hit DeAndre Hopkins to make this a much more manageable 3rd down. Only 3rd and 3 now, looking for this 1st down, and we're just going to go ahead and scramble. Wait a minute, there is nobody on the entire left side of the field. Look how many yards that man just took it for. Past the 50, almost past the 40, and here on 1st and 10, wide open in the middle of the field, they brought an all-out blitz and forgot about Max Williams. That's going to be our 2nd touchdown to a tight end, getting both of them involved here in this one. Alright, so here 22-7, just started the 4th quarter, and look at this man, Ryan Kerrigan, an absolute monster. Last week in week 2, it was Chandler Jones who was dominating, and here today, it is Ryan Kerrigan with his 2nd sack. Here on 3rd and 11, they pick up the 1st down despite the big hit from Devondre Campbell. They're going to keep on marching down this field. So here on 2nd and 5 now, after they picked up around 5 yards, Matthew Stafford looking to pass in the middle of the field. It is Kenny Golladay. Wide open as he takes it down to the 22-yard line. If they score here, depends on how early they score. They might kick an onside kick. They might not, but whatever. We're trying to waste as much time as possible. If they waste as much time as possible, and we do too, we will be completely fine. Here on 3rd and goal, looking to pass, and we completely forgot about him. Kenny gets a 2nd touchdown of the day, and he makes it 22-14. Alright, they didn't decide to kick the onside because they thought they could hold us, but here on 2nd and 4, we are proving that that was the wrong decision. We came out in true clock from the very beginning of this drive. We are going to take as much time off the clock as we possibly can. There goes a stupid pass. I don't know why I even thought about making that. Thankfully, he didn't get his feet in bounds, and we retained possession. Alright, so here on 3rd and 10 now, after that terrible play, we're going to go underneath to Andy Isabella, trying to get him his yards, but that's not good enough for a 1st down. We are forced to punt, and on 4th and 3, they get the ball back, and look at this man, Marvin Jones, taking it to the 30-yard line, but look at the clock again. Around a little bit less than 3 minutes to play, they're still down by 8 points, so they need to get 2. Even if they find themselves in the end zone, they need to get 2, but he fumbles. How do you fumble like that, my guy? I don't know what he's doing. Devondre Campbell scoops it up, but this one's going to be reviewed. It was, and it was overturned. Obviously, this is... I just don't get it, man. Why do they... It happens so often. I understand, like, in the pursuit of realism, that they do this from time to time, but it just happens too often where a dude is literally on the ground, the ball pops out, and they rule it a fumble. Like, stop playing with my emotions like that. But anyway, here on 2nd and 10, after on 4th down, they keep the drive alive. Why are you taking that long? Do you not understand? Just get rid of the ball. Do something. Chandler Jones gets a sack. He fumbles, and now look at that pass. Thank you for that. 4th and 23, I guess he had no choice, basically. But that is it. That is basically gonna end it. They have a couple of timeouts. All right, we just need to run this ball out. Here on the first down, a lot of space. Is that enough for the first down? Did he really get it on first down? He did. And that is gonna end this one here. Hell of a game. They had a chance, and then Matthew Stafford decided to, I don't even know, bro, turn on Mitch Trubisky mode or something, and he just completely sold it. We're going to walk out of there with the win and improve to 3-0. So still undefeated on the season. Kyler unfortunately threw his first pick, but I mean, not many guys can say that their picks turn into points for their own team, but in Kyler's case, it did, so it wasn't even a bad deal. So that is going to end that game. But don't worry, there is still one more in this episode. It is going to be week 4 against the Minnesota Vikings. So one more game to go, and we are heading home for it. Back in the Toaster State Farm Arena, taking on the Vikings. 3-0, looking to stay undefeated. Let's go ahead and get into this one. Starting on offense is going to be Kyler Murray with 880 yards, 5 touchdowns, and that 1 interception that we already talked about in the last game. So here to start the game off, 2nd and 5, we pick up the first down. And oh yeah, before I forget about it, Andy Isabella did get his dev trade upgrade, so he is now at star. Here on 3rd and 7, speak of the devil. There he is, across the middle, and gets a nice little catch and takes it to the opponent's 36-yard line. Here on 1st and 10, running a little bubble screen, and that is good for around 9 yards. That is Christian Kirk. Look at him. We locked him up in a big deal for 6 years. So at least until he's 30, he will be a member of the Arizona Cardinals. Obviously, last year, he led the league in receiving yards. Dude's like an 87 overall as we walk into the end zone for a touchdown. The sky is the limit for Christian Kirk, and we need to keep him around as long as we keep around Kyler, for sure. And Kyler's not a guy we want to move on from in any capacity. And as the Vikings take the field, out trots Kirk Cousins, the Monday Night Messiah. 1-9, comeback story of the year. Honestly, I love Alex Smith, and what he's been able to do is commendable. But to be 0-9 on Monday night coming into a game and just willing your team to victory truly is just amazing to see what the mediocre quarterback can achieve when he plays a mediocre team. It brings a tear to my eye. But anyway, getting back to the game, here on 1st and 10, Kirk is going to go ahead and hand it off to Dalvin Cook, who freezes up Budda Baker. Oh my God, that was a nasty move. He gets a first down at the 21-yard line. Here on 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins dropping back, actually looking to pass this time, and that one is almost picked off, almost jumped by Budda Baker, but he doesn't get both hands on it, only bats it down. Here on 2nd and 10, looking to pass, he's going to take his check down to Dalvin Cook, good for around 6 yards. Makes it 3rd and 4 now, and on this one, he throws right at Budda Baker again. The second time in the same set of downs that he's looking for Thielen, and he throws right at Budda. Unfortunately, both times he did not come away with an interception, but we will live with just holding them to 3 points. Here on 2nd and 9, looking to pass, Kyler's just going to take off. I swear, bro, teams, they're not putting a QB spy on him because it's Madden, and the AI isn't smart enough to realize, hey, this dude can run the football. So yeah, we'll take our free 17 yards. Here on 1st and 10, running the bubble screen again. We run a lot of this, and I swear, it almost always works. Christian Kirk has gotten a good amount of yards, both last season and this season, off of those little bubble screens. Here on 2nd and inches, handing it off to Kenyon Drake. That is good for the first down. And here on 3rd and inches, in the next set of downs, again, he gets it. I'm just going to be showing you guys the highlights. Obviously, you know how this works. I didn't feel the need to explain at the beginning, but that is why we're jumping down so quickly. It's just because if I go, 3 and out, you don't need to see the first 2 downs, only the 3rd one. Here on 3rd and 3, though, we will not be going 3 and out. Andy Isabella across the middle takes us down to the 15-yard line, officially into the red zone now. Here on 1st and 10, on the slants, that was the stupidest pass I could have made. We were looking great up until that point, and Eric Kendricks doesn't even have to move an inch. Just jump up a little bit, and he gets the interception. But thankfully, here on 3rd and 4, Kirk throws it right back to us. This time it is Derwin James jumping the corner route. That's the same route that almost got picked off by Budda Baker on the last drive for them. And yeah, now we take the ball back Now we're past the 15, so even better field position than we had before. Here on 2nd and 8, they leave the middle of the field wide open, and that is his second touchdown of the day. 1 receiving, 1 rushing. So here, 14-3. We got our points. Thankfully, we were not denied that. There goes a low blow from Derwin James, but it is Dalvin Cook holding onto the ball and taking him to the 40-yard line. Here on 1st and 10, they're running again. I don't know who or what that man was diving at, but it sure as hell wasn't Dalvin, and he gets the first down again. So here from the 47, looking to pass, empty backfield for Kirk Cousins, and he has the middle of the field wide open. That is Kyle Rudolph with the grab, taking them to the 23-yard line. But we force them a 3rd and 11 now. I see the screen, and I am all over that. In the backfield, we make the tackle. That is a loss of 6. And from the 31-yard line, again, they have to take their field goal, making this 14-6. We remain up by 8 points. So starting our drive here on 2nd and 11, gonna throw the deep post. That was an interesting throw. It looked like it was off his back foot, but DeAndre Hopkins is just amazing. Comes down with it, but here, that was not an elite throw by any stretch of the imagination. Throws it away, basically. He had a man open, but I understand on the run, being chased, it is difficult to make that type of throw, and he turns it into a pick 6. So our 8-point lead is only a 1-point lead, and they got the ball back to start the second half. So after that small pickup of around a couple of yards from Dalvin Cook, they're faced with a 3rd and 3 situation, and they have him wide open across the middle. I wasn't playing man on that. Devondre Campbell got absolutely snapped on that route, and he is past midfield at the 40-yard line. Here on 2nd and 10 is Kirk Cousins looking to pass. Going to take his option. That is Justin Jefferson, basically in the flats, and that is good for 7 yards, making it 3rd and 3 again. This time, though, empty backfield, and why would you throw that ball? You had Thielen wide open on the streak. There was nobody in the middle of the field, and you decided to throw that? I'll take the free cookies, but that was so stupid on his part. Here on 2nd and 9, Kenyon Drake has so much room on the left side of the field, eventually dragged down by Harrison Smith. He takes it to the 47 and gives us that first down. Here on 1st and 10, though, they always do this. They forget about the middle of the field. They come out in this weird set, pack the box, and it's Max Williams wide open. Here on 3rd and inches, this was the same exact situation that we saw way back in this video. I think in the Giants game or something, where 3rd and inches, and the last time in the Giants game, we made the mistake of actually passing the ball. But here on 1st and 10, on the jet touch pass, he finds himself all the way in the end zone. Look at this celebration. That was beautiful. But there's a flag on the play, and I'm almost certain it's going to get called back. And it does. What do you know? Holding on the... Oh, wow. Wasn't an offensive lineman. It was actually Kenyon Drake. And that makes it 3rd and 24 now. Here we're just going to dump it off to DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know what the spin move was for, but he takes us to the 20, and that makes an easy little chip shot for Zane Gonzalez to make this a 4-point game. All right. So 17-13. I mean, it could have been 21-13 if Kenyon wasn't so damn grabby, but it's okay. We'll live with it. Here on 2nd and 4, he dumps it off. That is Kyle Rudolph again for the first down. 2nd and 6, looking to pass. It is Kirk Cousins. I was trying to bait the pick back to Justin Jefferson, but he makes the right read, throws it to Thielen, and he has a first down at the 36-yard line, his 3rd reception of the game. Here on 2nd and 1, play action. He gets rid of the ball somehow. I thought we were going to get to him for sure. When I saw him screaming up the middle, I'm like, ain't no way he gets the ball off in time. But Justin Jefferson makes a beautiful grab and takes it into the end zone. They have the lead now. But take a look at that clock. We are officially in the 4th quarter now. And we're just trying to take some time off the clock. But we know there's no way we can burn this entire clock on this one possession, especially when we're making big plays like that. Kenyon Drake on the Texas route takes it for 23 yards and places it at the 37. Here on 3rd and 1, though, we get it. Again, it is Drake on the little flat route, and he gives it to us 1st and 10 from the 17 now. All right, so 3rd and 5. Again, I'm only showing you key, crucial situations. We have Christian Kirk across the middle, and he extends for that touchdown, giving us back the lead in this one. 4 minutes to play, almost 5 minutes. Oh my God. I sniffed the screen out from a mile away. If Simmons was just a step ahead, he was housing that. Again, look at this. They ran the screen back-to-back plays. That should have been a pick. My D-lineman was right there. He even looked back. The ball hit him in the chest. I don't know. That's Madden just being glitchy, and they get away with a big one right there. Here on 2nd and 1, though, nice little out route. That is Justin Jefferson rolling out of bounds, stopping the clock with a little bit less than 3 minutes to play. Here on 2nd and 18, though, under 3 minutes to play now, and it is Justin Jefferson shrugging one man off of him. And he takes it to the 27-yard line, making it 3rd and 8. We need a stop here. More than anything, he dumps it to Kyle Rudolph. Will they give him that first down? And he is going to be marked just short. This is for the game right here. He is looking, and he will not have anything. It is Hassan Reddick on the sack, and that is going to be a turnover. With that first down on 3rd and 1, we have ended this one. We improved to 4-0. The undefeated season stays alive.